Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Well, it's cold outside. When I walked into here though, the wind is gone and I don't feel as cold. Now it's still cold, it's like 31 degrees, but it's not too bad. I want to get some of this stuff moved over here so I can get the center kind of cleaned out. I'm still working towards bringing the tractor inside the shop. But I'm kind of debating whether I want to put the chimney on the wood burner before I worry about putting the tractor inside the shop. It's not like I got to use the tractor for anything right away, and the battery's sitting over here nice and safe on the shelf with this little maintainer on, and everything seems to be happy. So I think I'm going to just move some things around and get more stuff on the shelf, get that table emptied if I can. And then I want to work on the chimney. If I get that chimney up, I can light a fire. Once I light a fire and turn on that blower, I want to see how warm it's actually going to get in here. I have great hopes that it's going to do wonderful things for the shop, but you never know. So that's the plan today. Get as much stuff moved over here and up on the shelves as I possibly can. Get things organized as much as I can, and then work on the chimney. Just have to see how it goes. Now I'm going to move you guys back over here in the corner because I noticed in the last video there was an awful lot of the time that I was off camera. Now this is going to make it so you can see me walking back and forth from the table, hopefully, and moving things and getting them organized on the shelf. I have to tip you up a little bit because I'm going to be working up top. Well, this step ladder works, but I think I'd be better off with a 6-footer. I mentioned in yesterday's video, the day before yesterday, this is the day behind, I mentioned that I was looking at putting in some unistrut so that I could have a sliding wall across the front of this shelving unit. I looked it up online today, and I think it's a doable proposition. The price won't be too bad, and it's definitely going to hold the weight. I'm not going to have to worry about that. I intend to anchor it to the front of this upright rack so that the doors, there'll be doors, actually doors for the shelving unit, that'll slide back and forth, and I can have two of them. One on the back and one on the front, separated about 4 inches. And I'll tie this rack off to the beams a little more securely than what I've got it now. I've only got one clip on the beam right now. But I'll tie this off to that upright and that one over there. And that'll hold the weight, because the weight's going to be pretty much down on the shelf. And I could put another 6-foot rail in here, same thing on the other one, so I can have a denser pack. I don't have to stack things one on top of the other. When I stack things one on top of the other, it makes it difficult to get them out, because then it's a situation where you're looking at the thing going, okay, I got to move 4 or 5 things to get the one thing on the bottom. It makes it so that you don't want to do it. Never want to put myself in that kind of a situation, because quite often I'm in a hurry and I'm trying to get the thing done. And that just makes it so it doesn't get done. Not a good plan. That's got that taken care of. I can put stuff up on the top shelf now. One of the things that I can do is I can use the top shelf for tractor storage. This is something that will only come down in the summertime. And it can ride up here all winter long and not cause any problem. There. Safe and solid. This is a seat that clamps onto the seat of the red boat. Never used it. I tried it and it was just plain uncomfortable. So it can be up here. I'm not going to be getting it down quite often. gaining a little walking room. Let's see. I've got where did I put the 8-inch elbow? Another question. This will be a nice convenient place to stick the power washer. There we go. Not exactly a dance floor, but a lot more room than what I had half an hour ago. This is why shop organization is such a big deal for me. I just spent a fair amount of time going around looking for an 8-inch elbow that sat on the shelf right next to the door. So now I can go over and put the 8-inch elbow on and aim that ductwork up. Start putting some of it together. Now, before I fire this off, not only do I have to fix that hinge, because the top pin is broken, this corner of the door is broken, that's opened up, and somebody put a whole lot of bird crap welds on there. I don't know who did it and how they did it, but that's not the way I want to have my furnace working. So I'll have to grind that off. Here, here, there, and there. All 4 corners. Then clamp this together and weld it up. Weld that, lay a fish plate over the top of it, and weld it again to support this so it doesn't crack any further. Work our way through the problem. I also need to fix this latch on the door too. It's supposed to go around and latch in there. But it doesn't go. So that's got to be repaired. Now I think this has a switch down there, and I'm going to have to check out too. So pull this out. I bought this thinking that was going to be what I wanted to do. Then I realized I can go a lot shorter and to keep the chimney away from the wall, by using an 8-inch elbow, and then put the reducer on the top of the elbow, just like that. Now, I've got a chimney that stays away from the wall. Gonna go into the coupling on the back of this wood furnace, and I'm gonna use the existing holes and drill some attachment points and lock this elbow into place so it can't come loose. I've had problems with that in the past. I had a chimney over at the old house that went straight up about 20 feet. This is going to go about 10 from here. And now it's going to be closer to 8 from here. In any case, it's going to go up. And when you get up that high, it doesn't take much to start wobbling the thing. And when you start wobbling it, the whole apparatus gets loose and shaky. Don't like that. So I went through and put sheet metal screws in it the first year I put it up, and no more troubles. Come on, David. You've done this 100 times. There. One more section. Looks like I got a whole heck of a lot more pipe than what I needed. I was still thinking like I had the old shepherd stove. Chimney came out just about 2.5 feet up off the floor. So I've got, let's see, one, two, three, 4 pieces, 5, 6 pieces of chimney here. So I can go up 12 feet. Now I do have to go, I want to go up and go out the wall a good 2 feet away from that 2-inch square beam. So I got 2 sections to go up, then another 2 sections to go out the wall. So that's 4. Then I got to go up past the chimney, or past the wall, past the peak of the building. Now, that's going to involve putting some braces on it, attaching it to the wall and securing it, but that's okay. I'm gaining. I got things done that I didn't expect to have done today. I'm doing better than I expected. That's good. So we're going to go out the wall about halfway between the 2x2 square tube there and the peak. I want to stay away from the roof. I don't want to have heat that close to the roof because the heat rises. I don't want to have it going up from the chimney and scorching the roof. Now I'm going to go through the wall, but I'm going to put a ring around that to isolate it from the building so that the ring gets warm and doesn't transmit the heat to the sheet metal of the building. I notice I start shuffling when I get tired because I don't lift my legs. Good way to trip. Tripping is a bad thing to do.
If you have any suggestions for new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.